Imagine you're a business owner relying on a dozen different software programs. Each one is expensive, overly complicated, and worst of all, none of them are connected. It can be incredibly stressful, right? Now, picture Odoo. CRM, accounting, inventory, manufacturing, marketing, HR, and more. Odoo brings all the tools your business needs into one simple platform, and all seamlessly connected. Everything works together, giving you the peace of mind that your business is running smoothly from every angle. Odoo's open-source applications are user-friendly and designed to scale with your business, saving you time and money. Say goodbye to juggling multiple platforms and hello to efficient integrated management. Stop wasting resources on complicated systems and make the switch to Odoo today. Visit odoo.com, ODOO.com, and discover how Odoo can simplify and streamline your business operations. Odoo, modern management made simple.
Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is brought to you in part by Tom's Place, the finest in men's fashion, located in Toronto at 190 Baldwin Street, in the heart of Kensington Market. Or visit toms-place.com. Hello there, and Happy New Year! Welcome to the Blooper and Best of 2025 show. I'm the Voice Lady, your host for the next hour. We will look back at some of the highlights and bloopers from the past year, taken from the recording sessions. If you're listening to our show for the first time, Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is a radio show and podcast that has been around since 2019. Nick and Roy choose 3 topics for every show, and they present the facts to each other and to you, the audience, for the first time. The shows are recorded and edited for radio on the iHeartRadio network, from coast to coast to coast across Canada. The podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts. Let's get started. Nick and Roy somehow came up with a fictitious pharmaceutical product that had the listening audience searching for this product. It's called Farxleva.
For some reason, we think that everything that, there's a commercial on TV and they go, oh, gotta get Farleva, and it's like, and we think that this came from space.
Right.
No, they use the same stuff that's on the earth here to make Farxleva.
Farxleva. Please consult your doctor before consuming Farxleva. Side effects.
I like it. It's a marketing genius.
It is. Farxleva. We recommend that you take based up. Please ask your
commercial.
doctor.
I could just see it now. Why not take it? What the fark?
Consult your doctor for further information.
Farxleva.
Some side. It's even a jingle. So, check your doctor. Check with your doctor before consuming this product. Also, some side effects include more time on your hands because you have less of a social life.
They're all the same side effects every time.
I know, exactly.
Swollen, dizziness, blah, blah, blah. That could lead to death. It's like, what the hell is that?
And people are like, prancing in the fields or something. They're really, really happy, but can cause death.
Yeah,
wow.
And please don't take this while operating machinery, driving, or breathing.
Farxleva, available on Amazon.
Don't even ask your doctor. He seriously doesn't know what he's doing.
What you should do is ask your doctor and record his response.
Where the hell are we anyway?
We've just taken Farxleva, and these are one of the side effects.
Side effects is just blurting out stupidity.
Which we do every week on Totally Useless Information.
We're ODing on Farxleva right now.
Of the several topics that Nick and Roy cover, the topic of words has been added to their list.
So I know you're really just chomping at the bit, okay? Like you were just wondering, what the heck is a bumfuzzle?
Yeah, what's a bumfuzzle, Nick?
You see a proctologist for it.
Oh,
No.
Farxleva.
That's right. 2 Farxlevas will take care of that bumfuzzle. The meaning, bumfuzzle, is to confuse, fluster, or bewilder. Like most of the audience here on Totally Useless Information.
Most of our listeners.
It's a combination of bumfuzzle and fizzle, the latter of which means to fail or end weakly. So to bumfuzzle is basically confuse or fluster or bewilder with somebody.
I thought it was to bump into somebody with one of those furry costumes on. That's a bum fuzzle.
No.
Get ready for this one. I love this.
Okay.
The longest word that does not repeat any letter.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes, it's uncopyrightable.
Oh,
Uncopyrightable
okay.
is one word,
Okay.
and it does not repeat a letter. Uncopyrightable.
Can I cover your right eye? Okay. How about someone who practices this? A taradiddle. Taradiddle.
Oh, I practice that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm getting rather good at it.
Yeah. Well, taradiddle means to be pretentious with nonsense or lying.
Oh, no, it's not.
It refers to a little white lie or a fib that we often tell. Not just
And
once.
what is it called?
Taradiddle. Taradiddle.
Oh, taradiddle.
Taradiddle.
You're listening to Nick and Roy's Blooper and Best of Show of 2025. Nick and Roy end the show each week with news from around the world. These are real news stories that occurred in 2025. Here's a story where a man was caught speeding in Florida because he was late for a special kind of appointment.
A Florida driver was pulled over for speeding going 107 miles an hour.
Ooh,
Okay.
pretty fast.
So let me
pretty
tell
fast.
you-
That's about basic speed on our highways. But go ahead.
Well, I'm going to go back to how I teased the news. A Florida man was caught speeding for a reason that I will never, ever speed for. He was speeding going 107 miles an hour. What's the speed limit? This was Palm Coast.
70 is
70.
the normal speed limit. I
Okay.
would say we do between 80 and 90.
Okay, this was 107 miles an hour. He was caught
That's
speeding.
fast. That's very
Okay?
fast.
He is.
Yeah.
So the dash cameras and the body cameras video of the traffic cops, they stopped him, right? And they were released. They showed that the driver, 57-year-old Michael Stanek, racing down the highway before being signaled to pull over by the law enforcement officers.
I
right?
think Stanek is a good name for his underwear after going that speed.
Well, then he got caught. After requesting that he exit the vehicle, the deputy is then heard asking why he was going so fast.
What do you say?
He had an appointment.
I hope so.
He had an appointment. Now, this New Smyrna,
No,
Smyrna,
New
Smyrna?
Smyrna.
New
Yeah, New
Smyrna.
Smyrna. Yeah,
Okay,
very
so
nice.
this was Palm Coast, Florida, but New Smyrna. Okay, he says I have
nice
an
place,
appointment.
yeah.
Now in Florida, what motorists, will educate the people here, the listeners. In Florida, motorists caught driving over the speed by 50 or at least speeds of 100 miles an hour are considered to be super speeders,
Oh, yeah. Super speeders.
and he can face jail time.
Life, imprisonment, or death.
No, no. According to police, Stanek was
Only
taken.
for Canadians.
Yes, you're welcome. Stanek was taken to the Sheriff Perry Hall inmate. I thought it said intimate detention facility. No, inmate detention facility.
Oh, yeah, the inmate, yeah.
Well, he was released on a $150 bond.
He was released for $150.
That's right. Now,
He was going 107 miles an hour.
that's correct.
And he had to go to an appointment.
Yes, in New
And
Smyrna.
you're going to tell us where the appointment was?
It was an appointment with his barber. Okay, so
I knew this story was getting hairy.
you know what? Maybe his name should have been Harry. Harry Stanek.
true. Harry Stanek.
There you go, Harry
Right.
Stanek.
He said, I'm telling you this out of sheer luck. Shears.
Yeah,
Just so happens I was
Yeah.
going to get a haircut. Not
Right.
even the whole head.
Right.
Just one hair.
Well, that's why I said I will never be caught speeding because I'm follically challenged.
No,
Actually, when I got
you
a
could
hair,
never say that.
no. Although I did get a haircut, a hair that was cut. In fact, I go to the
There's
barber.
one stray one.
Yeah. What I do is I go to the barber. The hair that's on the floor after cutting a full day of cutting. I ask him for a doggy bag to go.
You're going to throw that out?
Yeah. I'll throw it out.
Nick's in like the dollar store with all the rubber cement.
One by one, strand by strand. So
You
Harry.
should do that. You should do that. See
should.
if it works.
Yeah, so I'm follically challenged, like I said, and what do they call it? The bald men. The baldness is a solar panel.
No,
for a
Nick, they
sex
don't say
machine.
anything like that. But go ahead.
At least I do.
They actually say it. They don't just mumble stuff out.
Exactly. That made a lot of sense to the goldfish. I'll tell you that much. So, my opening.
Even the elephants heard that.
And they'll never forget it. It's unforgettable. I did stand up once in my life, and I told you this. Like I've emceed many events with hundreds of people. I have no problem with that. But man, stand-up comedy is something really, really special because not everyone can do it. But my opening line was, I'm having a bad hair day, and my hair grows in places that I don't want it to. It's like real estate, location, location, location. That was my opening line.
And that's why everyone left.
Right. So I was doing a stand-up. They told me to sit down.
The elephant outside said, "There's a stampede coming. They're all leaving Nick's show."
Talk about the elephant in the room. That's all the time we have for this.
Notice Nick said stand-up. He never said the word comedy.
Right. I'm just standing there, just
Which
in
he
the corner.
did just stand up.
Exactly. And people left. They wanted their money back.
So this guy was going to an eye appointment.
Yeah, no, a hair appointment.
A
yeah.
hair appointment.
Right.
So this guy was going to a hair appointment.
That's correct.
And decided, I need to go 107 miles an hour.
Right.
Because I'm going to be a couple minutes late.
Right. That's it.
So that was the reasoning.
Well, here's the thing. He got pulled over and went to jail. So I'm wondering if he kept his appointment. I guess not.
Maybe they gave him a haircut in jail.
Wow. And that's not where he wanted cut.
I'm sure they gave him a cellmate.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's enough. He'll never speed again.
Oh, never.
He may never sit down again.
No.
As you may know by now, Nick and Roy offer special birthday messages for purchase on their website. Visit nickandroy.com. The birthday messages are personalized with useless information. During the recording of these messages, Nick and Roy cannot avoid bloopers.
A few iconic species, such as the great white sharks and whale sharks and hammerheads and mako sharks, they would suffocate without forward motion. So don't stop, Nancy. Just keep going.
Yeah, especially the ever scary mako shark, which is really a mako shark.
Is it really? Yeah. All right. There's one for the bloopers. 3. It's mako.
Yeah, mako. Yeah.
Just like so if
the hammerheads and the mako.
And the mako, isn't that the name of the body shop place that you send your car when it gets into a crash?
That's mako.
That's right. If you crash into a shark, you better get mako.
What was the slogan? Better get mako.
During the day, the cemetery attendants would listen for these bells ringing, but the shift workers whose sole job was to listen for the bells were so the cemetery attendants would listen for these bells ringing, but the shift workers who 3, 2.
You all right, Nick?
I'll be all right. 3. Maybe I should ring a bell.
When we come back, we will look at more verbal mishaps and highlights from the past year. You're listening to Nick and Roy's Bloopers and Best of 2025. Welcome back to Nick and Roy's Bloopers and Best of 2025. One of the news stories that Nick and Roy talked about on the podcast was about a criminal that got caught by the police while he was on live TV.
During this segment of news from around the world, sometimes we've done segments like stupid criminals, okay? I think this guy falls under the category. A man suspected of committing multiple robberies in Colorado, not Florida, so you can relax.
Oh,
okay.
Thank God. Thank God. There's other people crazy in the world.
That's right.
They're not just riding Barbie cars in Canada.
No, they're not. That was a lot of fun, by the way. We
That
got a
was
lot of
good
feedback
one,
on
yeah.
that. It was. That was last week's show. A man suspected of committing multiple robberies in Colorado was caught by TV news crews. They were actually, so here's what was going on. So the TV film crew, the news crew, were filming a segment about him, that there was a robber in the area committing all these robberies, right? So some criminals who think they've gotten away with a crime will at times show off, like brag. They want to mock police and federal agents who've been on their tail, for a while. So they try to play more low key, hiding so that they don't get caught and arouse any kind of suspicion. Nope. This guy's from Idaho Springs, Colorado. He managed.
Now, what was he robbing, Nick?
It didn't say what, but there were multiple robberies. So he was a serial robber, right?
Well, people have to eat too, Nick, and I like my bran in the morning, so a serial robber is okay by me.
Okay, well, his name was Richard, speaking of food, Richard Applequist. Applequist.
Oh, the old Applequist.
Yes, that's right. Not Apple Crisp.
Ploy.
It's not an Apple Crisp with a speech impediment. It's Applequist. Walked behind the TV crews as they've been filming. Sometimes you see on the news, like you're watching the news, and there's a reporter doing a stand-up report, and there's some yahoos in the background doing the peace sign and making funny faces at the camera. This kind of thing.
Like me.
Well, that's you, right?
Yeah.
But at least you're not. At least as far as we know, you're not a multiple robber. So
I moon them.
That's right. And they're like, that's funny. It's in the middle of the afternoon, yet we see a moon. Anyway, so he walked behind the TV news crews, and they've been filming the segments about these apparent robberies. One of the anchors at CBS, Justin Adams, did a double take after seeing Applequist walk across the street behind them. So he had his hood
They
up.
knew it was him because he had vanilla ice cream on his head. Apple Crisp.
Oh. So that in that case, his name is Richard Applequist a la mode. He was
a Dick Applequist.
Right. Richard.
Nick, go on with your story. The guy's walking in the background. The news reporter's talking about the crimes.
Yeah, exactly. So he had his hoodie up, right? So the CBS crew, one of the people in the CBS crew, quickly called 911 to alert the police that Applequist was in the area. Within 10 minutes, he was arrested by the authorities and taken into custody for questioning. So, according to the police, deputies in Idaho Springs Police quickly responded to the area and were able to locate and arrest Applequist. I love how they speak like that, right?
Yeah. They quickly responded to the area with a peach cobbler.
They were hungry. And
Takes that, Applecrisp.
So, even though there was an extensive search that was launched to find the suspect after several robberies.
They got to the core. They got to the core of it.
A spokesperson for Clear Creek County Sheriff's Office, a lot of alliteration, Clear Creek County Sheriff's Office, told CBS News it was an amazing moment because suspects are typically never around when the media are. Well, not this idiot. Adams was shocked spotting Applequist. I was kind of more in a sense of disbelief than, wait a minute, this is the guy I'm literally just talking about when he was describing that on live TV, according
He's
to...
a real sharp reporter, isn't he?
Oh, he's right on.
If you see a man 5'7" with a big, large birthmark, and the guy's standing right behind him,
Yeah, like this one, like this guy here, right? Anyway.
You think Applecrisp goes home and says to his wife, "I'm home, Honey Crisp"?
They eat Honey Nut Cheerios.
What do you think he goes to a gala?
Yeah.
Gala.
Gala.
Gala apples. These are all names. They're all names of apples, Nick. I'll cue you
right.
in.
No, that's fine. His mother-in-law,
You
Mrs.
tell Nick doesn't eat anything nutritious.
Listen, his wife's maiden name was McIntosh.
Yeah, McIntosh.
McIntosh, there you
That's
go.
right. And he dated a girl. She was a stripper. Her name was Candy Apple. So they arrest this guy, right? They get him.
They get him, and now
They apprehend him, right?
They apprehended him. They apprehended the perp, and they're questioning him right now as we speak.
Right now, they're like, Deputy Cinnamon, would you like to question the apple?
Cinnamon. Wow. That's all the herbs and spices we have for this show, this edition of the show on Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy.
That story's getting a little crusty. It's getting a little crusty, Nick.
Right.
Like an apple pie.
It is.
Back to more birthday message bloopers. For some reason, Nick could not get the facts straight about how BMW made its first electric car in 1972.
Well, Terry, while everyone is getting into the electric car game today, BMW made its first electric car in 1972. It debuted its first electric car, and the model
you gotta can that whole sentence out. Just go to the model was an electric version of the popular BMW 1602.
Oh, right, okay.
And then it'll be fine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 3, 2.
Yep.
While everyone is speaking English, I read something different. 3, 2.
Roy is not immune to verbal mishaps, as we all know.
Here's a rough
Okay.
Here's a rough
Ready? 3, 2. Here's a rough statistic.
While recording a birthday message, Nick was talking about inspirational music. Roy had another definition of inspirational.
Wow, that's inspirational. The number one song on the radio, Gwen, was The Thing Song by Phil Harris.
You know what's inspirational, Gwen? When I wake up in the morning and take a good poop.
That's not inspiration, that's hope.
Ready? 3, 2.
Nick and Roy cover many topics in their Useless Information radio show and podcast. Useless Inventions is one of them, including a smart diaper.
Scientists out of Penn State University have invented a new diaper, a smart diaper, with sensors built into the paper that alert you when the diaper needs to be changed. So the diaper sends a notification to your phone when the diaper is wet. Smart diaper.
Wow, that's actually a smart thing.
It is.
You'll test them out, Nick.
That's right. You know what? I got the book, Smart Diapers for Dummies.
That book's all wet.
Science is another popular topic. The follically challenged Nick found useless information about how many hairs are on your head.
So I don't know if I really feel uncomfortable giving this science fact.
Do you, Nick? Do you really feel uncomfortable?
Okay, I'll do it anyway, okay? Because I do it for the sake of the show, because I do a lot. You know,
Yeah,
there's a lot of sacrifice for this
I do
show.
a lot
I
for
do
the
a lot.
people.
Yeah.
Anybody that says that does nothing for the people.
No, this is something that I think, out of respect for the audience, our global audience of 90-plus countries, and all the stations on the iHeartRadio Talk Network, okay?
Mhm.
The average person has 100,000 hairs on their head. Now,
The average person-
yeah,
Have you looked in the mirror, Nick?
that's what I mean.
I think you
So,
got about 30 on your eyebrows.
I'm slightly under average, okay? So, that's just slightly.
Nick has more hair in his nose than he does in his head.
So now I do the show. I MC many events. I have MC'd hundreds and hundreds of events over the years. I have no problem greeting crowds of any size, hundreds, thousands even. I really, truly. The one time that I really felt uncomfortable was when I did stand up. I did it once, 23, 24 years ago. Just one time. It was the most nerve-wracking thing. So a salute and a shout out to all the people who do comedy. Now, having said that, my very first joke was, I'm having a bad hair day and I have hair in the wrong places. It's like real estate, location, location, location. Wasn't that funny?
And this is why Nick does the podcast and not stand up.
Yeah, halfway through the act, they told me to sit down. But anyway, the average person has 100,000
In
hairs
fact,
on their
somebody screamed from the audience, when do the comedians get here?
head. Now, if you're blonde, listen up.
Yeah.
They tend to have more hair, up to 150,000
Whoa.
on their head.
Oh, so blondes have more hair and more fun.
And more fun because of the more hair that they have on their heads.
Wow. Wow. It's making me feel even worse for you, Nick.
You're listening to Nick and Roy's Bloopers and Best of 2025.
The Boxing Week sale is on and it lasts all December long. Hi, Nick and Roy for Tom's Place, telling you about incredible deals.
Tom is fully stocked and ready with prices that you won't believe. First floor sport jackets are on a limited time. Get ready. 3 for 1. Did you hear that? Three jackets.
Wait, 3 for 1? 3?
Listen, this is no lie. 3 sports jackets
Uh-huh.
for the price of 1. That's the holiday special that we wanted to bring to everybody. Tom's Place is amazing. Go ahead, Nick.
But you
Tell
know
them more.
Well, let me tell you more. Suits are on deep discounts. $249 on the first floor. Okay, the best part? Radio listeners of this show, totally useless information with Nick and Roy, and the podcast. Ask Tom to take off more. Get it? TOM stands for take off more.
Oh,
That's a Tom's Place pro tip. And they're open every day except Christmas and New Year's.
So get 50% off brand name shirts, pants, and sweaters. including 100% cashmere sweaters and top coats, plus featured cashmink scarves. Cashmink, oh, that must be cool.
Yeah.
Are $25 each. Did you hear that? $25 each, or 3 for $50. This is for our listeners, guys. 3 for $50. That's the perfect gift to give. You know, we throw these prices out there and we tell people $25, $50, 50% off, 3 for 1, all this stuff. It makes it sound like it's bargain basement. The quality, top notch. For the perfect one size fits all shopping, Tom has gift certificates. Get them a Tom's gift certificate. They will go nuts.
Don't miss Boxing Week now at Tom's Place, 190 Baldwin Street in Kensington Market, and online at toms-place.com. toms-place.com for details and store hours. Tom's Place will suit you.
Welcome back to Nick and Roy's Bloopers and Best of 2025. You can reach Nick and Roy through their website, nickandroy.com. If you would like to order a birthday message for your loved one, visit the Nick and Roy store on the website. There's an expression that old chickens make good broth. On this show, old chickens make a good news story.
A Texas woman's pet chicken has been officially named the oldest in the world by Guinness World Records at the age of 14 years, 69 days old.
I'm into those Texas chicks.
Yeah. Well, this was a little bit older. Little Elm resident Sonia Hull said she hatched the chicken Pearl in her personal incubator because, you know, everyone in you have to have your own personal incubator. You can't use your neighbors.
Yeah, I have one of those.
March 13, 2011. So the Guinness World Record confirmed Pearl's age on May 22nd of this year, officially earning her title of the world's oldest living chicken.
So this chicken is how old?
14 years, 69 days.
Wow. This chicken is 14 years old.
69 days.
69 days.
That's right.
And does it still lay eggs? Do we know that?
Let's find out. By the way,
Or is it just, does it refuse to lay eggs at this point because it's collecting Social Security?
It probably is. I'm a retired chicken,
It's
leave
like,
me alone.
no, she just sits around telling the other chickens, in my day,
Right. That's right.
I lay 6 eggs a day.
She was a good
You
egg.
people think you have it hard. I'd lay eggs with no anesthesia at all.
Yeah, and
You know, you want to hear something funny, Nick?
yes, and so does Harvey.
My wife said to me, we had beef tongue,
Yes.
you know, and my wife said to me, ew, beef tongue.
Right.
I'm not eating that. That
Right.
came out of the cow's mouth.
Right.
So I handed her an egg.
Right. Okay. You know what?
How's
Roy,
about that one?
Yeah, Roy had beef
How's
tongue.
about that one, Harvey?
You know what, Harvey? Check this out. Roy had beef tongue for dinner. Now you can't shut him up. Anyway, so now the previous.
It was good.
It was good. So the previous oldest chicken, by the way, was an Illinois.
So you
pet-
have a record of chicken lineage.
Well, so the Pearl, the oldest chicken now, basically took over the previous oldest chicken from Illinois named Peanut. Sadly died
Peanut.
December 23rd, 2023 at 21 years and 230 days old.
Whoa.
So,
21 years old chicken.
right. So according to the chicken's mother, I guess, mother hen, mother hen Hull. That was it. Sonia Hull. Sonia Hull, the mother hen, defied all odds. She told the Guinness World Record. She defied all odds because most Easter egger hens, so I guess she's known as the Easter egger hen, live an average of 5 to 8 years.
God.
So she does admit that Pearl's mobility is limited now, so she spends most of her time in the family's laundry room, maybe in a wheelchair. We're not sure.
Yeah, but you know, they should have never let her out. She would never get past the colonel, you know? Too old to run, you know?
Well, I said earlier in the show, old chickens make good soup. She's welcome to come out into the living room because she likes to watch TV when she hears it on.
Yeah, and she walks in the room and she's like, hey, at my age, I'm finger licking good.
Sonia Hull, I mean, we appreciate that, but, you know, you can also have Pearl, the oldest chicken in the world, listen to Nick and Roy on nickandroy.com, right? You know?
Yeah, you don't have to watch TV. The chicken can listen to us.
According to her owner, Hull, Sonia Hull, Pearl is fond of the family's elderly cat and a new kitten.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't seem to mind the other animals, and the kitten will sometimes sit with her. It's a kind
So
kitten.
she's very freewheeling
Yes.
chicken.
You asked earlier if she lays any eggs. So Pearl's egg production has slowed, but
Yeah, I told you. See, it had to.
check this out. When it was official that Pearl was the oldest chicken in the world, according to the Guinness World Record, she laid one right after that fact. So she found out that she was the
One
winner,
big
and she
golden
laid,
egg.
That's right, she did. She did. So congratulations to Pearl, who's now officially
Pearl laid one egg after finding out that she was the oldest.
the official oldest chicken
So
according
Guinness called up and said,
Yeah.
boom, Pearl laid an egg.
Right, she did. Yeah, great.
Well, how nice is that? You know, Nick, that's a wonderful story.
It is. Now, speaking
You
of
know,
laying eggs,
that was a very egg-citing story.
it was. Now, speaking of,
Extremely interesting.
and you know what, Harvey, this yoke's on you.
Nick lives in Toronto and Roy lives in Florida. To record the show, they connect via Zoom. When Nick and Roy record their birthday messages, the screen is shared so the information about the birthday is accurate. Sometimes technology gets in the way.
As Dominique by the Singing Nun.
Oh, Jesus. I would say something, but I have no words on the screen.
Oh, right, because I have to reconnect. Hang on.
That's funny.
It's hilarious, really. You know.
Another entry from the news feature. A man gets caught with his pants down, and he gets rewarded.
An Argentinian man who had his bare butt captured by Google Street View camera. It was published to Google Maps. So,
Oh, no.
okay. So, even though, so here's the thing. He was awarded a modest sum of money by an Argentine court for having his privacy violated and his dignity damaged. The man, a police officer, was naked in his yard when a Google Street View
wait a
car-
minute. He's a police officer, and
That's
he's
right.
naked.
And he's naked in his
yard.
backyard. Now,
Oh, he's got a fence? Probably.
Yeah, he was offended. So anyway, the Google Street car came by. Even though it was behind a 6.5-foot tall fence, the camera still caught him. Quite literally with his pants down.
Oh, no.
Now, Google usually blurs out when, the faces and whatnot that appear on camera, but his butt apparently did not make it through the sensors, and the man and his buttocks plastered are on the internet. It was easily identifiable along his street name and home address. I don't know if they knew the address because of the neighborhood, or they were able to identify the address based on his butt. I'm not sure.
Well, I was going to say, was it like, 110 Derriere Street?
Yes. There's only back roads there. Anyway,
I guess it was a dead end.
it was. It was. So the man claimed that he was humiliated by the situation, subjected to ridicule.
Does he live
from-
anywhere near Oshville? For all you Germans out there.
He knows what it is.
Throw a little Osh joke in there.
Absolutely. So he was subjected to ridicule from his coworkers and neighbors, all because Google's cameras could peep over his wall. They kept his nudity private.
Well,
from
good thing he
prying
was
eyes.
facing backwards and not forwards. He would have really been ridiculed, probably. I mean, but what's he walking around naked for? I understand
But-
it's his backyard and he's got
Yeah.
a 6-foot fence, but
6.5-foot fence.
6.5 foot. Well, you don't give up those 6 inches easily,
No,
Nick,
you
know?
don't.
You
No,
know?
we're not sure what his stature was, but Google,
Mm-hmm.
according to their report, argued that the wall was not high enough.
Oh, no, 6.5, no good. Got to be
So-
an 8-foot fence.
So is that what it is? Okay, so it's
I
technically
don't know,
true.
Nick.
And
It
the
sounded like I knew what I was talking about.
recognizing that his privacy was violated by the photo.
Oh, well, I mean, honestly, the photo is an invasion of his privacy.
It
but
is.
I agree that it was pretty much brought about by his own reckless actions.
No,
That sounded really professional.
no, disagree. Disagree.
You're out of order, Nick.
This involves an image of a person who's not captured in a public space, but within the confines of their home.
Nick, it's his house, Nick. They know where he lives now.
Okay, but behind a taller fence that an average-sized person, the court says, that is blatant. The invasion of privacy was
And you
blatant.
knew it was the cop because he had his belt and his handcuffs on.
The court pointed out that Google has a practice of blurring faces and license plates in phones, so it seems to be a little weird that it was not blurred.
Yeah.
No one wants to appear exposed to the world as the day that they were born. According to the judge, for his troubles, the man was awarded and paid
A pair of pants.
no from Tom's Place. No.
Yeah,
he wa-
Tom's Place. He should go to Tom's Place.
He should. Maybe he has enough money to do so because the man was awarded $12.5 thousand in damages from Google.
You're listening to Nick and Roy's Blooper and Best of 2025. Welcome back to Nick and Roy's Bloopers and Best of 2025. In 2025, the Toronto Blue Jays almost won the World Series. Nick wondered what would happen if your wedding day was during one of those games.
So, at the time of recording of this broadcast, we're just about to begin the World Series up here in Toronto, which is where I am. Really exciting. And someone's actually getting married while Game 2 was going on. Actually, I said it on the radio. I said, imagine, because they said someone's getting married on the second game of the World Series. And I said, yeah. So they're right in the middle of the vows. Do you, Bill, take Mary? Yes! Just I do will be suffice. 3, 2.
Okay, I'm glad you didn't put this in.
Right. We'll put it in the blooper. 3, 2.
Nick and Roy take pride in trying to pronounce words properly during their show. Sometimes it doesn't turn out the way that they planned.
Okay, Olivia Newton-John's spandex pants. 3, 2. Olivia Newton-John's spandex. 3, 2. Olivia Newton-John's spandex pants were so tight when filming You're the One That I Want that she had to be ripped out of them and sewn into them.
Yeah, I can remember it almost exactly.
Finally, here are a few highlights of Nick and Roy talking about caterpillars, cows, and goldfish.
When Roy and I 6 years ago, and over 300 episodes ago, we talked about doing a radio show and podcast. We said, what would we name it? And then Roy said, totally useless information. So it was Roy who actually came up with the name. And I said, well, how did you come up with something like that? I love it. It's really clever. And he said, well, it's a book that I have in the bathroom while I was sitting there.
I said, duh, duh.
Yeah, he was sitting on the toilet doing some thinking because that's where all the great thinkers do their thinking.
I was looking in the mirror and said, totally useless.
Useless information. Now, we've all seen caterpillars, right? Caterpillars, and they turn into butterflies. They go into a cocoon, right? They hang out in the cocoon for a while, and then they develop into these beautiful butterflies. Do you ever wonder? Do you ever wonder?
Metamorphosis.
Whatever. Well, speaking of the metamorphosis, do you know what happens inside that cocoon?
I
What
can only
happens?
imagine.
What happens to cocoon?
I had a sleeping bag once.
And she says hello. So what happened in the cocoon stays in the cocoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Caterpillars mostly liquefy inside their chrysalis or cocoon, but they don't completely turn into a formless goo. Inside, special cells called imaginal discs survive the process and use the nutrient-rich soup from the caterpillar's dissolved body to build the new structures of the butterfly.
It's insane.
Yeah. Nature's
They're
amazing.
aliens.
Yeah.
That's alien.
No, it's
Right
just
there.
remarkable. So it's caterpillars, it's butterfly soup.
Do you ever see those scratch pads that they make? They're like maybe 2 feet high and they're like a round tube that the cat scratches on.
Yes, of course.
Why don't they call those caterpillars? I'm just giving somebody out there a fortune right now, right?
Exactly,
Caterpillar.
100%. Yeah, caterpillar.
The caterpillar.
Yeah. You know what asphalt is? It's when you have trouble going to the bathroom, like you were mentioning before. Asphalt.
That's an asphalt.
Yes, exactly. Wow. Oh, for those of you still tuning into the show, this is totally.
All right,
useless
now that
information.
Nick's done with this,
Nick and Roy.
with taking the show in they blame it on me, but he takes the show in that direction.
Ah, there you go. That's okay.
There is method to his madness.
Mhm.
Cows suffer depression.
Oh, really? Why?
They look depressed.
They do.
They really do. Cows suffer depression. They're one of very few animals, like humans, that make friends.
Oh,
Yes, they literally befriend other cows. And if they're taken away from their friends, they suffer separation anxiety. Now, let me explain this.
okay.
There is separation anxiety, and then there is an example of actual separation anxiety that's caused for a purpose. Like, for instance, Nick moved to Canada. I tried to get as far away in North America as I possibly could. And so I moved to South Florida just to separate myself from it.
We used to be
That's
15.
called intentional separation anxiety.
We used to be 15 minutes apart. Now we're 1,500 miles apart.
And God, it feels great.
Yeah, it does. Oh, it's been the best years of my life.
They invented that damn cell phone.
Yeah. Listen, our first cell phones had rotary dial on it. That's how far back that goes.
Yeah.
This one I call Et2 goldfish.
Et2?
So remember we talked about the sheep? They can recognize other sheep faces and also human faces.
Mm-hmm.
Goldfish can recognize human faces and their owners. It's a capability demonstrated through scientific experiments observed through their behavior around aquariums.
That's bull crap.
No, it's not.
They know they're getting fed, so they run up to the glass.
They learn.
Like, here's that guy again.
There's-
Here's that guy with the big head.
That's right, because everything is magnified to the aquarium
There
glass.
goes his fingers. They're going into the tetramin.
They learn to associate specific people with positive experiences like feeding,
There you go. See?
and will often react differently to their owner compared to strangers. So we talked about on the show way, way back in season 1 of 12 seasons now. We're now 12 season of the show. We talked about how the attention span of a goldfish is somewhere between 2 and 5 seconds.
What?
The attention span of a goldfish is anywhere between 2 and 5 seconds.
Listen, Nick. Goldfish are being tortured.
Really?
Listen, they're being tortured, Nick.
Why?
Did you say something?
The attention span of goldfish is between 2 and 5 seconds. But
They're being tortured inside that aquarium. And listen, something as simple as feeding
Yes,
becomes enough to break them of this torture.
right.
It's very much like what wives do with sex.
Oh, wow. Yes.
They keep us in the aquarium, Nick.
The attention span of Roy in the bedroom is 2 to 5 seconds.
But it's the best 5 seconds of your life.
That's when she wants to liquefy and hide in a cocoon somewhere.
Yeah, and well, Nick's done thinking about goldfish. Well, Nick's done thinking about goldfish. No, okay.
The attention
Polar
span of a
bears-
goldfish is anywhere between 2 and 5 seconds.
Polar bears,
Yes.
right? White.
Yes.
They have they have clear fur that
Right.
appears white because of their surroundings.
Right. The reflection of the snow.
But did you know that their skin is black? Nick, I'm talking about black, like coal black.
Okay.
And you say, how could they appear so white?
How could they appear so white?
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Even
By the
though
way,
your
the attention span of a goldfish is 2 to 5 seconds. All right. There goes that bit.
Glad I caught him within that 5-second period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But now, because their fur is clear, it gets the reflection of what's outside better than it does their skin.
Okay.
So you see them as white, but their skin is black, and it's for a reason.
Why?
The sunlight breaks through the clear fur, and the black skin heats up more than it would if it was white skin. So they're able to retain more heat by having black skin.
If you ever wanted to have relations, sexual relations
Ooh.
with a porcupine, rethink the idea. Okay.
Yeah.
So this strange law prohibits any sexual activity with a porcupine. Now, it may sound like something out of a horrible joke or an animal cruelty regulation meant to protect.
Well, if you have sex with a porcupine, Nick, you're the one that gets stuck.
Well, hold on. Well, who's the prick?
Well, that's it. Another year of bloopers and best of 2025. Nick and Roy will be back next week with a new show for 2026. On behalf of everyone at Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy, I'm the Voice Lady, wishing you a Happy New Year. Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is recorded and produced in Canada. For more totally useless information, visit nickandroy.com. That's nickandroy.com. Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy has been brought to you in part by Tom's Place, the finest in men's fashion. Located in Toronto at 190 Baldwin Street in the heart of Kensington Market. Or visit toms-place.com.